Nissan GT-R, which is driving behind me right now. We're going to do basically performance testing to see how these cars do in a straight line, and then talk about what they are like as performance cars now that my Supra is custom tuned with 450 wheel horsepower and 560 pound-feet of torque. So, if you guys remember months ago at this point, I raced this against the GT-R when this car was stock, and the GT-R destroyed it. But now with the Supra tuned, it is a completely new animal. This is now high performance feeling. It has ridiculous amount of usable power, and when you step on the gas, you are gone. It is literally a night and day difference between the stock tuning and full bolt-ons in a tune. I just never thought this car would get that ridiculous, and I've said it before in my previous reaction videos with this now tuned. This feels like GT-R performance. It genuinely rips, and you still get the nimble handling that this lighter weight, smaller Supra is going to have. This car is so pinpointy. I love the way it handles. It's just such a good car to take on fast turns, and then with this power and rear-wheel drive, it can get away from you just a little bit. It makes you stay on your toes. It's serious amount of power. Oh my gosh. It just, I don't even know, like, holy crap. Alright, we're gonna hop in the GT-R in a second, because I've been driving this a ton in the last few weeks, and it just doesn't stop surprising me. All the fun things I loved about the Supra being a good handling car are now completely changed and up like 20 notches, because it's now extremely powerful. Not just quick, this is a fast car, and oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, and it sounds insane with everything. GT-R is kind of a same setup. It's a full bolt-on and tuned vehicle, not custom tuned, so I actually don't even know what kind of power it really makes. But the Supra is not something to joke around with, at least now. It wasn't even something to joke around with when it was stock. It was already breaking records and really surprising people. And now, I don't know, we'll see what it's like against the GT-R, but I think it's gonna give it a run. We'll see. But let's hop in the GT-R now, drive it on the same road, and then we're gonna hand the keys over to some friends south of the border and see what they do. So we are now in the GT-R. I haven't really driven this too much since I tuned the Supra. It's already warmed up because Mike was driving with me. We're gonna go race mode for traction, transmission, and exhaust. And we'll rip on this one a little bit because I really haven't floored it too much. Whew, man, the Supra though. I cannot believe that thing. This car being all-wheel drive, a little bit heavier, completely different thing, bigger engine, 2 turbos. It's a whole different animal. Wow. And all that dust behind me, this road has a lot of dirt on it, so that's just that. Wow. I don't know, I feel like this Supra feels faster, not gonna lie. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Wow, but I will say, taking that turn right there, that was kind of hard on the gas. Wow, that was a lot faster than where I am now. But taking that turn, the acceleration just pulls so hard. The Supra single turbo instant power, you touch the gas at 2,000 RPM, full power right there, and it goes to like 5,500. Then it starts tapering down a little bit. This car, it just builds and builds and builds. So it's a totally different power delivery, being bigger engine, 2 turbos versus a little bit smaller engine, single turbo, and 1 solid turbo manifold versus twins. So completely different. It's got more weight to handle, but oh my gosh, this thing is really fast. Comment down below, what do you guys think? Because I have no clue. Wow, boost just hit right there. stock video, I'll have that linked. The Supra does pull ahead briefly versus this car when it was stock, obviously, because the instant torque, and then this destroyed it, like gapped it by like 50 car lengths. Wasn't even a competition. But I think the Supra is definitely going to give this a run, honestly. I think it's going to take like triple-digit speeds. That's what I'm thinking. I don't really know. I'd love to hear what you guys think before we see the actual race. But man, oh man, this thing genuinely just keeps ripping, which is insane. The Supra, you can feel it tapering off. It's got significantly less horsepower than torque. This car is around 600 wheel horsepower. I don't know the torque. I would assume it's probably mid fives to low fives, honestly. I'm planning to do custom tuning on this. I do need to do fuel pumps before I do that. But man, this car, of course, is just such a precise, controlled vehicle that can just do such high speeds. I think better speeds than the Supra, given the all-wheel drive. This car just, all four corners are constantly pulling you wherever you need to go. The Supra, it keeps you on your toes so much just because it's rear-wheel drive. The transmission on the Supra, it kicks you in your back a little bit. There's more drama to that transmission under just straight line accelerating than this car, just because it kicks you now with the tune. And of course the pops in the exhaust add some character. This car though is so quick in the shifts, especially in race mode. As soon as you hit the pedal, you've already been in the next gear. Like, it's that quick. So I don't know, let's hand it over to our friends south of the border and let's see what they do. We just got the cars back from Mexico. That was an impressive result. I really wasn't expecting the Supra to do that well. So the first one that we saw, that was in second gear at 20 miles an hour. The Supra spun a little bit, had to get into third and then keep going, but it still took the GTR quite some time to end up catching it. And then once it did, it definitely blew by. This has way more horsepower, so the top end definitely takes it over 100 miles an hour, hands down. The Supra though, the next run, those are both third gear, 30 miles an hour. No spinning at all from the Supra, and the GTR's turbo lag just took a long time. That whole run, the Supra just stayed ahead for such a long time. And then at the very top, roughly around that triple digit mark again, that's when the GTR started taking over. And that is just impressive. Like, this car, brand new for new, is half the cost of a GTR with a quarter of the price of modifications. That is a seriously impressive vehicle. That is high performance. And I called it, I said that was GTR level, and that is literally more than GTR level, given this has way more usable torque, and under 100, this is faster. The Toyota Supra is faster than a full bolt-on GTR under 100. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe, I can't even believe it. Now, we're gonna touch base on the Corvette C8. For whatever reason, everyone still loves benchmarking that car. My GTR walks a C8, and we have that video if you wanna watch that. So hands down, the Supra will absolutely walk a C8 from a roll. From a dig though, I'm pretty confident the C8 and GTR will still destroy this thing. This is not a launch car. This is not a drag car whatsoever. But a roll car, this is great for rolls. You don't want to launch it because in second gear it spun. First gear, it'll spin like crazy. Trying to launch it, it won't work. The C8 has a fantastic launch control, and a C8 will smoke this from a dig. But any roll racing, C8 doesn't even have a close to a chance, hands down. My friend sold his orange one, so I can't do that anymore. So hopefully one of you guys maybe has a C8 and we can head to Mexico together. But super awesome comparing the two cars as far as the performance goes. I am genuinely impressed with the tuning on this. It is now time, I think the GTR, I said that weird, needs some custom tuning, fuel pumps, and to crank it up a notch because, yeah, this Supra just killed it, kind of. I don't know, comment down below, was that a Supra destroyed GTR, or did the GTR still destroy the Supra? Over 100, the GTR smokes it. Under 100, this thing kills it. So pretty interesting result. But I think that is about it for today's video, talking about the performance between the two cars. I am thoroughly impressed with the level of power that the Supra has. Like, holy crap, that's nuts. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button if this is the kind of videos that you like to watch. Stay tuned for plenty more. But that's it, guys. I'll see you next video.